How many spam text messages and calls do you get every single day? It's become a huge problem here in the United States as well as internationally. But what actually happens on your phone when you mark that spam text message or spam call as spam? What does it do? I'm going to walk you through the exact things that does and why that's not necessarily the most impactful or most important thing that I would recommend you do. I'm going to walk you through two other options that are a bit more important. So I'm going to show you what I mean. First, let's just open up the Messages app on your phone. And first, just navigate to a spam text message. So I'm going to scroll down. And you can see this one, hey, this is my new number. So I don't know who this is, and I get these a lot of times, random text messages like this. If you get a spam text message and it says, if you didn't expect this message, it's from an unknown sender and it might be spam. All you need to do is tap on delete. And then you can hit delete and report spam. This will report it to Apple and block that number and also report it to your carrier. However, there's other things that you can do in addition to that are more impactful and help to prevent you from getting those spam text messages. Now, the number one thing that you can do when you get these is just to delete them and then report them. Do not reply to those messages. Don't even reply stop, because essentially that validates that this is a working phone number, and then they'll share it through lists and you'll get more and more spam. So you can tap on delete and report spam, but I'm going to show you a better option. First, I want to show you what it looks like in the phone app though. Open up the phone app. And if you get a call that looks like this, it's spam risk, and I essentially don't know who this is. You can always mark that as spam by swiping to the left on that call and then tapping on the orange hand. You can see it says block and report spam. Again, this will block that phone number so they won't be able to call you or text you ever again, and it will report it as spam to both your carrier, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, as well as Apple or Google or whoever has the basically manufacturer of your phone. However, let's hop out of here, and another better option is to report it to the governing agencies and also report that specific message and with the message that it contains to them so that they'll be able to see what that message says, and essentially their algorithms can learn to not send those text messages or block them from the get-go. So to do that, the first thing we're going to do is copy the phone number of that spam text. So press and hold on the phone number and then tap copy phone number. Now, the next thing we're going to do is press and hold on the message itself. And then tap on more at the bottom. And then tap on the share icon at the bottom right. From here, we're going to forward this text message to 7726. You can see again, 7726. And let's just tap on that. And then I'm going to forward this message to them. You can see as soon as I do that, I respond, or it responds with a text message that says, thanks for replying and sending that unwanted message. Now you can reply with the sender's phone number. And we just copied that. So all you need to do is tap and hit paste and then hit send. And just like that, you have reported this to your carrier, but also essentially you've reported the message itself so they can analyze what the message says. And if other people get these messages and phone numbers, basically they'll block them from the get-go and report them as spam. Now, another thing that you can do that I would highly recommend doing is if it's especially egregious or they keep calling you or they're trying to take your money, you can always report that fraud to the FTC. So in Google, just type in report fraud FTC and then go to this link, reportfraud.ftc.gov. And I'll show you how it works in an example. Tap on report now midway down. I got a call the other day that impersonated a police officer, but it came from a random phone number, not in my area code or zip code. And on top of that, the phone number, the sound kind of was crackly, and the voice sounded like an AI voice. So almost certainly this was a spam call, and essentially they were impersonating a police officer. So I can tap on what was the problem, and in this case, an impersonator. But you can tap on online shopping or sweepstakes or phone calls, and then just tap continue. And in my case, they were impersonating a police officer. But you might have gotten calls from the IRS saying that you owe money or stuff like that. Again, you can report these to the FCC and they'll investigate these. Then just scroll down and tap on continue. And now here is where you'll fill out more information. Did you send the scammer any kind of money? And if so, how much and when? When did it start and how did it start? Which government agency did they pretend to be? Your first name and last name, or their first name and last name? Did they contact you by phone number? And if so, what is their phone number or street address or email? And then at the bottom, basically describe exactly what happened. Your issue, the story from the beginning to the end, and then the FTC will investigate that and determine if that was actual fraud. And if so, they'll block all of that phone number, the mailing list, the email, all of that stuff. And they'll also potentially, if it's egregious enough, file a police report and stuff like that. I hope this helps. If you enjoyed this video, check out the video over to my right. I think you'll really like that one too. And thanks for watching.